This story is called The Inheritance. Well, once there were 3 sons, and their father was dying. He called them to his side and said, "I will take care of you in death as I have in life. The 3 of you will have my inheritance to split among you, and the farm as well. In the other room, you will find a chest, and in the chest there is a drawer. In that drawer, you will find my money." And then he was gone. Well, the boys ran at once to the other room, but when they explored the chest and opened the drawer, to their surprise, it was empty. The youngest said, "Our father has lied to us. He has played a trick on us." The oldest son said, "Our father never told a lie in his day. There was money in that drawer to be sure. I just don't know where it might be." And the third son, the middle son, he said, "Our father had money there, or perhaps he had forgotten where he put it. We should go to Sir Robert, our father's oldest friend, he who was our father's friend before we were even a twinkle in our father's eye, he who was our godfather. He will answer the question." And so they went to Sir Robert. And they asked him if he might know what their father had actually done with his inheritance. "I am not certain," said Sir Robert, "but I will think about it. Why don't you stay here and enjoy my estate? And when I have an answer, I will let you know." And so he gave them a place to sleep and food to eat. And after 10 days, Sir Robert called the 3 brothers before him. "I have an answer to your question, but indulge me just a little longer. Once there was a man and a woman, and they were betrothed. They planned to marry, but the man went away on business, and he didn't come home in a timely fashion. He was gone a very long time, in fact, and who could blame such a beautiful young woman for marrying another? But she never mentioned that to anyone. And on her wedding day, the bride did nothing but cry and cry. Her husband said, "What is the matter?" "Oh, I have not been completely honest with you, my husband. Before we met, I was betrothed to another. We took a solemn pledge." Well, the bridegroom knew exactly what to do. He placed his wife on a horse and led her right straight to the door of the man she was pledged to. He called, "Man of the house, I have your wife." And then he left. Well, when her betrothed came from the house and saw her there, he was perplexed. "Why are you at my door in a wedding gown?" "Oh," she said, "I've done a terrible thing. I never told anyone we were betrothed, and now I'm afraid I've married another, and I can't be married to him, and he won't have me as long as I'm pledged to you." "This is an easy problem to solve," he said. He had a paper drawn up, a legal paper that said the pledge was over. He let her go, and he gave her a purse of coins and sent her on her horse back to her rightful husband. On the way, the horse wandered through a forest, and there they were beset by 3 robbers. "What do we have here?" said one of the robbers. "A fair filly?" upon a horse, and a sack of gold I see." And they would have taken her money and her horse and kept the woman too. But one of the robbers said, "The two of you keep her money. I will take her home and keep the horse." And so he led the bride back to her husband. "Now," said Sir Robert, "they might have lived happily ever after. I can't say, but I can ask you, which of these men in the story do you think was the most honorable?" The oldest stepped up and said, "Well, it had to be her husband. To give up such a beautiful bride just because she was pledged to another, that took a great deal of honor, and he cared about her enough." Said the middle son. He said, "I think perhaps it was her betrothed who sent her back to her husband. Really, what man would do such a thing?" And then the youngest son said, "The robbers who kept the money were the most honorable. They knew what they wanted and they took it." "Very well," said Sir Robert. "The answer to your question is that you, the youngest, took your father's money. It's plain to see that's what you value most." So, in shame, the youngest had to return the money to his brothers, and they did not have to share it with him. They could have kept it all for themselves. That would have been right. But they shared with their brother, as their father had wished, the money and the farm, and a valuable lesson was learned by all: the inheritance.